So, Clark, congratulations, a fantastic ride. Answered all your questions?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest question, that we had was what he was going to be like the last 2 minutes. I mean, the horse has a heart, of gold, and so he wants to jump. And anytime he's ever had a problem, there's been something just not quite right. And so, so you'd have to say at Kentucky in 2011 or 2012, and then Buccalo at the end of the course, he was just physically tired and if not exhausted, and so here he seemed to just kept landing and grabbing the bit, and I wasn't asking him to, I mean I kept on just letting him at any point if he wanted to be tired, he was going to be tired, and he just kept landing and taking off, and so it felt great, and so we got through the main arena where you only have a couple minutes to go. And I did there ask him to go on because you need to make up some time at that point, and he just answered brilliantly and galloped home.
Oh, that must feel fantastic.
Yeah, it did.
He looked, everywhere I saw him, he looked super and sort of foot perfect. Is that how it felt?
You know what, it didn't actually, because it walked like it was going to be kind of one of those courses where you had the terrain to deal with, but I thought it was going to be smoother, and it ended up not riding that way at all. You had to kind of fight for it the whole way around, and I haven't talked to a rider that hasn't said the same thing. I can't tell you why, but it just didn't. It wasn't a smooth course, so I'm glad he looked good.
Yeah, no, he did. You both looked great, and it seems like there was great energy in the sort of Team USA camp here at the barn and all week. Did Philip come back and give you advice, or?
He did. Yeah, he did. He came back and he told me a little bit about the combinations and said that he left the start box just a little apprehensive because he was worried about the horse at the end of the course, but that his horse ended up galloping home fantastic, and he wished he had gone a little bit quicker in the beginning. So he said just go go for it in the beginning because that's the best way to get near the time. And David said the same thing after watching several other riders before me go, and so that's the way we set out.
Were there any sticky moments?
Yeah, I mean, not any sticky moments where you really thought you were going to have a run out or stop. Actually, the one, yeah, I'd say at the corners at 5A, I did come around the corner. I saw one to ride forward to and started to do it, which is where I made my mistake, and then remembered, oh crap, no, that's not been riding well. Don't do that. And so by the time that whole processed, I ended up getting a little bit backwards to the first corner, and he could have run out, and it would not have been his fault. He had to put in a half stride and work to get that first corner done, and that was all him.
What a good boy. It's been, everyone's made a big deal of you being here since January and making it work over here, and it's been obviously a great success, but has it also been nice this week that there's been such a strong US contingent? You're sort of back in the fold.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, we're going to continue to get more and more riders over here for more trips, and hopefully, I talked to David about it, and he wants to send especially some of the younger riders like Megan over here for more of a lengthy period of time. Not that they have to move over here and base, but to come over more than just the week or 10 days it takes to do this event, and come and base more for like the summers or 3 or 4 months. And because I think that's the biggest thing about that is that you every little horse trial you go to, it's all the same guys, so you're constantly seeing how you measure up. It doesn't take coming to Blenheim to see if you do the performance that you've been doing leading up to it. Okay, I'm probably going to end up 20th, 50th, 10th, or I actually have a shot at the top 3. You never know if you're going to win at these shows, but you can have a good idea on where you're going to be depending on how you've been leading up to it. And that's what's so tough about the U.S. is that, and it's no fault to the U.S., it's just that they're not all there. All these guys that are riding so well just aren't competing over there. So you may end up thinking that the performance that you're doing there is really, really good, and then you come over here and you do the exact same performance, and lo and behold, it's maybe 20th place instead of as good. So that's what has been the biggest difference for me being over here all year.
How Jess said that Glenn pulled up super and feels good. What will you do with him tomorrow before the show jumping? Do you do much with him?
I think I will. He's actually, he's proved in a couple of events we've been experimenting with his different warm ups, and he's jumped the best. And I did it the exact same way this morning, is to take him out a few hours before and let him kind of loosen up and do just a little flat work. No jumping. I don't jump him before, but definitely do a little flat work just to make sure that he kind of maybe get some nerves out, make sure his muscles are nice and supple, and then bring him out for the actual competition. So he'll do the same thing tomorrow.
Well, best of luck tomorrow, and we're all so proud of you today.
Yeah.
And also, you have the best backup team ever, I think.
Yeah, no doubt. I totally agree with you. I'm a lucky guy.
Well, thanks very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks.